These are my loadouts from Season 9. I repeat, they are not Season 10 loadouts, but I just have to make this video for documentation purposes, so I could make like meta review, for instance, for the whole year next year in January. So I just have to put this, and I kind of did not have time or place to squeeze it earlier. And so the main loadouts would be the USS-9, the VMP, RAM-7, XM4, Oden, the FAJ loadout, and the Termite Maneuver loadout. Nothing changed here compared to the Season 8, except I have to say that I'm using Termite Maneuver loadout more often compared to the FAJ, simply because Persistence got a buff and I don't have time to shoot those rockets. Termite Maneuver just takes down VTOLs, gunners, chopper gunners, gunship, stealth chopper, etc. just faster. Moving on, I also have Bill's Goddamn USS-9 loadout with the hardline and misdirection device, and it was really powerful, but now the operator skill got enough, it lasts 5 less seconds, so I will have to check if it is still good. But I mean, this is from Season 9 what I was using, and it was really good. And I think that those 5 seconds probably won't ruin the loadout, so I will keep it even further. Then the Persistence loadout, because in Season 9 I made a video about Persistence, and it was the season when I started trying it out more. Earlier I had 0 games with Persistence actually. And so I started using it more because it got a buff. Now the kill streak support, not operator but the wildcard, it basically allows you to have 2 big score streaks, not just 1. And with Persistence it is obviously just a value town. And I still don't use it a lot, but I started practicing to maybe switch to it if I see that the teammates are really bad. Because I mean, I don't like Persistence, but what I don't like even more is losing when my teammates are bad. And with Persistence, if I switch to it like after the first half even of the match, I can still get the score streaks and do some extra value. And then I have the Rebalo's newest loadout with the double operator skill wildcat, and it is currently in testing. Like, I haven't tried the double operator skill much earlier, so now I'm exploring it, and I kind of wanted to have this loadout as a like starting point. Type 25 I used it to make a meta check as well as the iron sights of the Mythic check, but afterwards I just stopped, simply because I had to make many videos with other weapons like CBR4 for instance, various buffed weapons, nerfed weapons, and they all are in a very similar field of niche of usability, like in somewhat mid-range towards to a bit longer. So I just didn't have the space to squeeze Type 25 more for videos, but I used it a lot like to make those videos, and it kind of still fits into my main loadouts in Season 9 section. Moving on, I have the Peacekeeper of course, but I chose not to make videos in Season 9 because it got a buff now in Season 10, so I will make a video now and compare with RAM-7 also. But so far it feels like it is basically faster RAM-7, while RAM-7 is slower but just more accurate and has a bit better damage situation going on and more bullets. And this reminds me of a time when Type 19 was not nerfed, and it was like alongside the XM4, both were very valid, but XM4 was more aggressive and Type 18 was more accurate. And I think that Peacekeeper it is kind of also like in the meta, because if RAM-7 is meta and Peacekeeper is basically faster but slightly less consistent RAM-7, we are very similar, so I would say that you can also put Peacekeeper in meta now. But I mean, these are my first impressions. I played like 5 matches with Peacekeeper so far. I will make a video conclusion later, but so far I think so. And in Season 9 I also used it, well, I cannot say a lot, but like I had a video prepared, but I deleted it because of the buff, as I thought there's no point to make a video like before the buff happens, but it is good. And further, the HVK, now HVK is absolute meta, and I used it also a similar situation to Type 25, I made a few videos, but when I stopped using it, although I really wish that I had a chance to use it more, but well, when I play I have a few goals. I have a goal to win matches because of the leaderboard grind, I have a goal to make a video, and if I'm using some weapon and I fail to make a good video, like some teammate was doing better for instance, or I didn't do very notably well, or we lost, but then the third goal is just to learn. Because let's say I played 10 matches with HVK, I don't have to win and MVP them all. If I use it 10 times, I have experience from 10 matches that I can like use to make conclusions. And so these three goals, we kind of move me away from just using the top meta guns all the time, because I have to make YouTube videos. And so even the top 5, like I said, my most used, I used them during the first 2 weeks of season reset, and later I kind of mostly just stopped, aside of USS 9 because I made a big comparison video, but I also didn't use it like every match every day. It was just occasional for like a purpose to make some sort of a video, you know. So yeah, HVK is really valid, but I need to play with it more, I simply didn't have it time. And I also have a separate termite maneuver loadout in the default section just for easier switching to take down the same score streaks. And the Riot Codem's chopper loadout, now I copied everything from him, I made a video earlier, and I think that, I mean, he's in gold leaderboard with the chopper if I remember correctly, so he knows what's up. And he nuked me twice. Well, my teammates were not too good there, and I mean, to nuke he did not play a BG, so it is not like a huge achievement. You can check my video about nuking, it is essentially worthless. But I mean, for some people maybe it matters, and I'm just saying I kept his loadout because he was doing pretty well. And finally got Frozen's Oden loadout. Now Frozen, he was top 14th in the leaderboard when I made a video where I tried out his Oden loadout. And it is different from mine because mine is based on a range capacities and his is a bit more mid-rangey. But I quite like it, and I mean I use Oden a lot, so I want to have options. And currently it is in the default section at the very end, as you can see. But so it is basically in a testing phase. I want to decide if I want to use it, if I want to keep it or not. But when I tried it out, it really left a nice impression. And I mean, I will use it more, maybe it will end up as a loadout for me to use, like the builds, USS 9 for instance. Because I mean, I have my main loadouts, which were the very first 7 loadouts. I think all of them are actually full on mine. But I want to explore options, I want to learn from other players, you know, to get better. And at the moment I have their loadouts like copied fully. But later I will start making like changes, but I was making videos and I wanted to use the same exact loadouts as they are using, and I mean, I don't even know if I want to change anything, because I really like them as they were. For instance, Bill, he uses the drill charge nade, and I have it nowhere else, but in that loadout I really liked it, so I kind of kept it, even though usually I would just put frag grenade instead. But yeah, so those loadouts are kind of identical, but later, if I decide to keep them, there is a chance that I will make more changes, of course. But yeah, this is it. These are all the loadouts. And I do not think that this yapper would last for so long. Like, I thought it would be 2-3 minutes, but I guess I had a lot to cover. And well, the main differences from Season 8 would be the addition of HVK and those side loadouts of other players, because I did not have them in Season 8, like I did not have loadouts that I kept from other players. I would make a video and then I would just scrap them, remove them. And also, well, Type 25 I also had in Season 8 a bit, and now it is only here because of the Mythic and because it is also kind of a bit better compared to Dire Rage, but slower. But nothing really changed notably much. And Season 10, well, now I'm trying out, I really like the SM10. Actually, I will make a video, I tried now as well, SM10, the Peacekeeper, trying out the Switchblade, CX9. I mean, I want to try all the buffs because there are like 10, so it isn't much. And as soon as I'm done, I will make a video conclusion or like separate video as well, I will see. But now I'm in this phase of simply playing, testing, and gathering the footage to make conclusions later.